All right, well, I knocked that oats down that I did in a little 50 oats seeding video back this spring. Some poor spots where it was drowned, wet spring, and some really good spots. So it'll make some feed. Let's take a little tractor ride down to the neighbors. Got the 2520 back on a hay bine here. We'll go see about making some dry hay down that way. But it makes some grass hay bales. A lot of times I cut that last. Use the poor stuff for bedding and put the better bales on the side. I can eat it if I need it. I've sold it to the neighbors sometimes, but we're coming here to cut this. There's a bunch of trefoil in it. It ain't real tall, but it ain't bad hay actually. It's got some feed value. It's getting so late, but I'll put you down and get set up cutting in there. Alright, this canary grass is absolutely ridiculous. But if I don't cut it, it screws up the raking, the baling, everything behind me. I think she's 7 foot tall. bloody wet in here. Sod is so heavy, it's canary grass sod will hold you up. Alright, I just thought I'd show you my cutting issues. I'm not going to complain about that. Canary grass make good bedding if nothing else. I'm going to be drying it for as many days as Ed, for crying out loud. Well, if you guys saw the short, you know the 2520 Sprung hydraulic leaked somewhere under the floor. Got the 4230 with the haybine. This stuff is thick. I don't know where this trefoil came from since last year, but wow. It's been a fight between the hydraulics and a couple of mud holes on the edge where I did not get stuck, but it was a little bit iffy. Might have to leave a couple of spots. I think I might wrap this stuff. It's gonna be in pot. Well, it would dry. I might have the days to dry it, but there's a pond down here. This field is, I think there's 15 corners in it. Elderly gentleman who has passed on now came to see me, asked me if I wanted to cut this just a couple of years after I had moved here, and it didn't look bad. And I cut it, and I was impressed with what we got off of it, and I've been cutting it ever since. His wife is here now, but really nice people. He worked at the mine. They milked cows at one time. That old barn is gone now, but just had a small dairy herd, and I mean small. Alright, let me corner here. Yeah, this doesn't corner so good. Pulling a camera and doing this. But I just thought I'd give you guys a look at it. The Timothy in here headed, it does this. The Timothy in here ripens faster than any Timothy I've ever seen around here. Then it lodges and falls over. And heck, it'll regrow from underneath. But it makes a lot of hay, but that heavy trefoil spot, I might bring a wrapper down here, make, oh, I bet you I make 15-20 bales. Let the rest of it sit an extra day, and it'll come off as dry as grass here. So, I don't know, I think I'm going to split this thing down the middle to get rid of these corners. I always cut hay, 1209 John Deere, New Holland hay bines, 30-20, 25-20. I understand now why people cut the way they cut. My bigger tractors and disc bines and stuff. Just a lot easier. I mean, there's a lot of other nice tractors out there in the world. I'm not being brand specific here, but 25-20 and 30-20 are like a sports car as far as I'm concerned. You can corner so fast, everything's so responsive. I'm just flat out so used to running that type of tractor. You muscle memory. It's just, I don't even think about it. You just corner, make a square corner and come back into it. You know, some of you other guys with different brands of tractors are probably the same thing. It's what you're used to. I am not used to cutting hay with this tractor. It feels so doggone big to me. Even when I'm cutting this slow. So yeah, this trefoil is very much gone the flower, but better feed than I've had in a lot of years. So since I got no AC in here, I'll let you guys go, put my side windows open and my blower back on. Sure we'll get some baling footage down here. Well, there it is, cut. Volume ain't gonna be too bad. Probably the most hay I ever cut off of here. The first year I cut it, I got 18 5x5 bales, I believe, or maybe 5 by a little better than 5. I had that Vermeer at the time, but yeah. It ain't all pure trefoil like this. I mean, this stuff, sure, there's a few sprigs of June grass and Timothy in it, but it's real nice stuff by my standards. So if I sound funny, it ain't any viruses. Too much barn dust getting rid of a bomb shelter. So I don't know, maybe I'll put this up tonight for a video even. Don't want to get I don't want to make them too long. I want them, you know, so people can watch them. I have a tendency to talk too much. All right. Someday I'm just going to do a live stream. I'm going to sit and tell you stories, and if anybody watches, well, good. If not, well, I guess I'll just have it on video. All right, well, if you like what we're doing, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Getting a few more all the time. Getting there. Nice making videos, and you know somebody's watching them. I really appreciate it. Thanks.